Welcome to the fifth round of the Kumo FIA TCR World Tour. This time, the fight for the points will be battled out in Uruguay, the second smallest country in South America, wedged in between the giants Brazil and Argentina. Just a short drive from the beautiful capital Montevideo, you'll find the Autodromo Victor Bort Fabini at El Pinar. Free practice started off in the worst possible conditions. Torrential rain and high winds hit the track with full force.
Ooh, there's a big bit of contact there though. That is one of the Toyotas.
So they need to put out the new tire barriers. Ma is by far the fastest. So in one way it's insane not to let him have a chance in Q2. But if one of you is struggling, I need to know it now.
Qualifying is really a lot about strategy. We have 4 cars, which is more cars than anyone else has, so you need to be strategic how you place them. We're fighting for a team championship. We need to score in both races.
Jan backed out of his one lap. He's probably not going to beat P1, but I think he should better improve a lot from there.
So I'm happy for all of you to go out. I think we're safe. We're sticking to the plan at the moment. You know what your target is. You know what your target is. Yeah? Okay, thank you.
When you have a red flag, first it's a little bit chaotic, then you realize you can use that time to rearrange the strategy a little bit, and I think we did a really good job operational wise with that. Really proud of the engineers and the way that they kept calm and we could get the best out of qualifying with the speed we had in the car.
I was struggling a lot in Q1 to find a good base. I didn't feel confident in the car, and I was a little bit worried going into Q2 with this feeling, but yeah, we just make a big reset between Q1, Q2, a bit of setup change.
We want to win both championships. Hyundai are extremely strong. For sure we want to go to China being P2 in the Driver Championship, knowing we have a chance. Jan did excellent. He took points from Michelic in qualifying and hopefully he will take some points in race 1 and then we'll see how we can do in race 2.
We are go for touring car racing in South America, and that is a good start at the front of the pack for the majority of the field. Several cars in a little bit of strife for the run down into T1. Contact before we even get to the first braking event. That's somebody off to the left hand side of your screen. We'll find out who that is in a few moments time. Meanwhile, a little bit further up, contact between the Lynk Co and the Hyundai drivers at the front of the field. It's all been about that bit of drama there. There's some further contact. That is an assault from Marcin Guar and Esteban Gurrieri. Mars got damaged and slowed down. We'll see what happens to that one. Jan Aleshay then accelerates through the final corner to take the checkered flag.
Come on! Yeah, baby!
Just doing no mistakes all around the laps. With all the safety car cutting the gaps to zero was not easy task, but at the end of the day we had a very strong car and I felt very good in it. Just a normal day to satisfy the boss.
Escort him to the pit lane. You need to be there. You need to get the fuel well working.
This is big news. Marcin Guar failed to get his Cyan Racing Lynk Co off of the line. Will the Chinese be able to get it started? An absolute disaster for Ma. And then a red flag has been called.
Red flag.
I start to put the ignition on and try to start the engine. I think this issue happened in the worst moment.
It will probably be a safety car start, but that is information to come. It was a given win for him. Really high. Some cars thought the start went and some saw that it was a restart, which meant that we were forced into pit lane, everything was red flagged and we had to start from the pit lane on the safety car. One of our strong things is the start usually, and here we couldn't use that, so extremely sorry for Ma. We were forced to pit with that car directly and ended up starting from last since we couldn't fix it rather fast.
We are racing again at El Pinar in the Kumo FIA TCR World Tour. Where has Jan Aleshay gone?
Jan's gone now again. What the f*** is going?
It's feast or famine for the French driver this year, it seems. It's either at the front of the field doing wonders or in the garage wondering what happened.
So I was getting an error and I could not downshift at the end of the straight, so it happened almost every lap, so I had to stop the car, restart the car.
The only car that's taking points now is Ted, because Jan is gone and Ma is way gone. So we need to somehow get Ted up there. He needs to go ahead. He really needs this for the Driver Championship. Jan is out.
Björk looks to the inside. Cardozo, less than zero interest in defending that one. Doesn't want to risk his car, doesn't want to risk the points haul. Urrutia at last has pulled the pin and moves up into third position. Gurrieri follows him through as well. And through the final corner, they go. Ted Björk in the form of his life takes the checkered flag at El Pinar from Pedro Cardozo and home hero Santiago Urrutia.
That was a crazy race. It started crazy, went on crazy. I took everything I had from the tires and the car and just went for it. Just kept fighting until the first position, so nice.
Thank you to all the fans that came here. The atmosphere was amazing. Good weekend for Cyan, winning both races.
It's been an eventful weekend for the team in Uruguay, to say the least. But despite weather and minor technical issues, the team managed to claim top podiums in both races, cementing their first place in the team's championship, with BRC Hyundai in second place. Both Ted Björk and Jan Elasher keep their third and fourth position in the Drivers' Championship. Next up is China. Let's see what the blue Lynk Co's can do on home soil.